everybody, my name is Cheri. Welcome to my stamp studio. By the time you see this, it will be, once upon a time when we had OnStage, like there was registration day and then there was a start day. Now there's registration day and like an opening and then a welcome party and then there's like the first official day, which doesn't really make a difference except for then there's this ambiguous, like when do we start swapping? Like way back in the day, like I don't know, probably my first, we used to call them conventions, was probably like 27-ish years ago. I didn't go to the first couple, but the first one we drove from Indianapolis up to Minneapolis, and the swapping started at some rest stops in the restrooms as we were driving. There were other demonstrators. You know, this was way before social media, way before the internet. So I typically used to post my swap video the day that the event started. So I haven't decided if this is going to go up on Thursday or Friday because the event starts on Thursday. But sometimes people wait till the morning of, because that was when it was fun. Like everybody swapped the first morning. But now it's kind of like, I don't know. So I'm going to show you how I did my swaps. I'm not going to actually make one because I'm out of time. It's getting close to Monday, time for my husband to come home from work, and I am trying to be done with all the work. Like when I'm done with this, I want to be done as far as the stamping aspect. I still have to post my videos and edit them and get all that part done. So tomorrow I can pack and run some errands and mail all of the rest of the stuff that has to be mailed and do all of that kind of stuff. So I want to be done. So I'm not going to actually make it, but I am going to walk you through it. And it's not hard, but I'm going to give you a few swap tips as well. Before I do that, everything that I have done this week, and I have some OnStage specials for you, those of you that are not going to OnStage, who are my customers. So make sure you go check my website to find out all the extra specials you can get this week. But I have been busy stamping with a bunch of the new online exclusives that came out in March. So not all of these will have posted by the time this one does. At least one or two of them will come after because this is my swap. But I couldn't film it first and they're still not all the way finished. But I'm going to, for those of you that are demonstrators and who perhaps swap with me and get one of the cards and want to know how to make it, or we'll go to a future event and want to know kind of how I do mine. That's the part I'm going to walk you through. So I used the online exclusive, It's Okay, which is actually, if you saw the watercolor little house, or not house, the little trail that I did, if I can pick it up, this one, that's where I got the Inhale, Exhale stamp from the It's Okay. So for this one, I used all three of the image stamps, and then I used the Take Your Time, I'm Here When You're Ready. And yes, my hands are very dirty and they're all cut because it's way too past. I need summer to come because my hands are as dry can be. So when I do my swaps, I want them to look pretty. I want them to look special. I don't want them to be a lot of bling because it makes them hard to pack. But I like sparkle. If you know me, you know that I like sparkle. And I don't want there to be a lot of cardstock that perhaps I'm going to run out of. I made 40 because I myself am overwhelmed by cards. So while I went to get cards and I went to give cards, I don't have use for a ton of them. And I also don't have time because here we are to T-minus 1 day till I leave and they're not finished. They're close to being finished. I just have to tie. I'll show you in just a second. So what I chose the stamp set. I have some black ink, because I was going to paint with a lot of them. You know, typically I paint with my Wink of Stella in the lid, but instead of just smushing my pad into the lid, I took my refill, so this is pumpkin pie, and I put the refills inside all of the lids. So there was just plenty of ink, and I didn't have to ever, once I started, okay, well, I painted a few of these, but then my daughter came over and she had the baby. So I held the baby and she painted, because my favorite thing to do is hold the baby. Hers probably is too, but her second favorite thing to do is painting with Wink of Stella. So I did use the Wink of Stella. But because again, we were doing so many, that I also shimmered with my DIY shimmer solution, the back of the card. So hopefully you can see that these are shimmered. And because we were using the shimmer solution, if you're not familiar with my shimmer solution, when they took away the shimmery white cardstock, like it was one of my saddest days ever. So I came up with my own so I could make shimmer white cardstock, and it's kind of grown since then. So I will put the link below this video on YouTube. It's above all of my blog posts over on my blog because everybody's always asking. And yes, I have new bracelets. Those of you that are in my card club that have let me know that you're going to see me at OnStage, they'll be getting a little surprise, and it may include some beads because it's one of my other hobbies. So this is Wink of Stella that I squirt a full one into this little bottle. Those of you in card club got one about this time last year. And I know some of you are like, what? A full Wink of Stella? It goes way farther than a Wink of Stella ever would. So when we painted these, instead of just squeezing out the Wink of Stella, this is an empty one, and we would just dip it in here, and then we painted with that. So this was being used, which is a Stella and glycerin, making it go a lot farther, and we painted with that. So we dip it in the refill. But on this was the corrugated online exclusive folder. And to make these shimmery, you just take this. And I have said, ever since I started doing this technique last year, that this is the same mini blending brush that I have used since I started. After doing all of these, it was looking a bit sus, but it's getting a little bit better now that it's dried. So I was like, well, I may have to stop saying this because it's started to see better days. Because I think it was you doing so many and the corrugated, but it actually looks a little bit better now. So we just rubbed that on there. I didn't do the whole thing because if you don't do it all, it looks a little bit prettier. So did 40 of those. 40 of everything. We just did 40 and then 40 and 40. My daughter colored them while she was here. My husband helped do some of the shimmer, and then he helped tie some of the ribbon. And this is where we kind of got hung up, was the twine. So we have a crumb cake background, and then this is 4 by 5 1/4, and then we stamped the dots and the greeting all in memento, and then you can see these are colored in. I thought that I would find one that perhaps could have a little bit more color on them, but they're all colored really well. So see how they shimmer, and it's very pretty, and it's the same as using just the Wink of Stella. So we tied the twine or the linen thread around twice and just tied a knot. I had several embellishments down there that I thought about adding, and I ended up not, because they're simple, they're pretty. It's a sympathy-ish card. Like if you want it for a sympathy, and if somebody's passed away in a family, it would work. But it's also, if somebody's just had a hard day, or, your kid's in college and they flunked something, it's okay for that too. And often we want those, you don't want to send a dreary card, but you don't want it to be flashy and out there either, because you don't want to make light of whatever's going on in their life. So I think it hits well on both. So you can see here most of them are getting close to being done. So we're almost there. I could count them. This is all I have left to tie the ribbon on. You'd think that we could just, buckle up and get it done. But every time we start, so those have to have the ribbon tied around. Now, another tip, when you do a lot of something, whether or not it swaps or whether or not you're doing Christmas cards or invitations to an event and you're bulk doing something, I am a seal person. I love my seal. I am not green glue until it comes to something like this. This is the green glue that I opened brand new to do these. I used this tip, and it's almost gone. And I'm not liberal with it because you don't need to be. Typically, I don't love it because if you get it stuck on you, it's there. It can be there for days, I feel like. But it doesn't take a lot, and it holds. Especially when you use the Wink of Stella, you have to wait till it's all the way dry, especially with the glycerin on it. And this you could just put right on there. See how pretty that is when you have some sparkle and then some not sparkle. But these I just lay the stamp pads on. I would do about probably 6 or 7, and I just laid the stamp pad on the stack, and then they all set. So when I'm done with those, and those are all finished, you have to put your name on them. When you're swapping, because everybody wants to know who did it. So most of us put them in some kind of clear envelope because you don't want them to get damaged, all that work, and then something happened to them. So I will slide them all. And if you want these envelopes, some people use the Stampin' Up! Ones. These are the ones that I use for my classes, and they are in my, I have a post for Amazon, my favorite Amazon things. I will put them in here because they're fast. They're way cheaper than the Stampin' Up! Ones because the quality is not as nice. But when I'm sending stuff for people to stamp along with me for a free class, all it's doing is transporting the stuff. So I put them in like that. And then this is what I print my mailing labels with, but this is just the small one. It's my Munbian. And I can't remember. It may be on the Amazon thing. If it's not, I can put it on when I get home. And it just has my name, my website, and then my handle for all of my channels. And I'll put all those together. And then you have to find something to take them all in your luggage, and always put them in your carry-on, because there's nothing worse than having them get smushed in your checked bags, or the airline losing them and not getting them there in time. Like if you're on an incentive trip, they got to get there, especially if you're on a boat and the boat leaves and your luggage doesn't make it. All this work for naught. But it's just safer to have them. And you may run into somebody that you're chatting with in the airport, and you may want to just trade early, because there's no rules. You can trade whenever you meet somebody that has a card you want to trade with. But you have to have something to take them to wherever you're going, so you can start to trade with them and then put the ones that you get back in. So those are my trades. If you're in Raleigh, I would love to trade with you if you're swapping. So have a great one, and make sure you go to my website if you're not there, so you can see my OnStage week specials. Have a great one. Bye.